So I'm going to read over the appointment setting script. So once we have somebody who's interested and we're setting an appointment for roof diagnostics for them, there's just some things that I like to go over, and there's a way I like to have it set up. So I'm going to read through it and kind of go through the points. Now, you say, "Hi, is Joe there?" So the customer's name. So, "Hi, is Joe there? I'm John with Go Green. We're a partner of Roof Diagnostics. You had gotten a call a minute ago about solar roofing, correct?" They say, "Yes." "Great." And then you just say something like, "We want to go. Well, we wanted to go through the what this actually is with them. So we want to give them a little bit of information so that they understand the program and they don't just blurt out a bunch of questions initially that they had. So we want to give them some information so that we answer some of their questions initially. So what you say to them is, say, my job is to verify your information and make sure you qualify for the program, okay? They say, great, okay. So what we do here, and then you just want to give them a little information. So tell them your job is to verify their information and make sure they qualify, and then tell them what you do. So what Roof Diagnostics does is really simple. We come out to your home, we install a solar system on your roof at no cost. We maintain it, we insure it, we make sure it performs at its top levels at all time. The only thing that you do differently is simply pay for the electricity that is produced from those panels. In doing so, we provide you with a lower rate and lock it in. This way you don't fall victim to any future rate increases. So you just tell them, we come out, you pay for the electricity for your panels, and you'll be paying less money. And we lock it in, so you won't be when electricity rates go up, your rates will stay the same, and they're at a lower rate. So again, and so you move on to the next one. My job, so my job again is to verify your information and make sure it's correct and that you qualify for the program. So we can have a technician come to your home and assess your roof and give you a savings breakdown in detail for you. He'll also be able to answer any questions that you have about the wonderful program that we offer. Is it okay if I ask you a couple questions? So at this point, you've gone through it. You've kind of told them what you're doing. You've given them enough information to where they don't have a ton of questions, and you've answered some of them. And then you go into the qualifying questions that we've basically already asked. So because we've already asked these questions, and because you guys have that data already, all you have to do is kind of verify these things. So you can go through them pretty quickly. You don't need to go over them again. You can just verify them. So you're the homeowner. You live at whatever street, correct? And you pay $100, and you're with PG, or you're with Con Edison, right? Great. Okay, so you don't have to go through them one by one. So you could just say something like, right here, I have the details. Um, you're a homeowner. You live at 1212 Main Street, and you pay $100 a month, and you're with Con Edison. Is that right? Great. Okay, and then you aren't receiving any discounts on your utility bills, right? And they may not understand. If they don't, they'll know. If they're receiving discounts, they know. Low income discounts or medical discounts or things like that, they know if they get them on their electricity bill. 90% of the time, they know. Um, Maybe even more. So if you ask that and they don't know what you're talking about, then they are not getting any discounts. So move on. If they do get discounts, they're disqualified. Okay, and so since it's zero out of pocket option, depends on a strong credit score. You have, they said you had 700, correct? Okay, yeah, great. Okay, let me just take a look at the roof and just make sure it's a good home for solar. Say something like that. You have any trees that shade it? And then what we do is we go into that map that you guys know. You go into the map and then you look at the home to um, to see if there's shade around it. Now it's really important. A lot of homes get disqualified because of the shade. Um, it's really important to really dig into that and ask them. Do they have a lot of sunlight that exposes on the roof? Even after looking at it, sometimes it pulls up the wrong home. So you have to verify which house it is as well. So if everything looks good, and I'll go over that in another video, but if everything looks good, you say, great, everything looks good. I'm going to pull up the schedule now, see what time works for you, um, and stuff like that. So that's basically how you do it. The main part I kind of wanted to go through is this initial part here, and why it's so important. Why it's so important to give them some information at the beginning, because if you call somebody, a lot of times at the very beginning when you first call, the first call was just to pique their interest. So a lot of times they're going to have these questions. They don't really know what the program's all about. So you do want to, as soon as you get them on the phone, you want to introduce yourself. You want them to feel comfortable with the company, and you want to give them this information about what we do so that they understand what it is that you're actually offering. So again, go through this paragraph and make sure that they understand what it is that we're offering to them before you move on. We just need to give them a little bit to make sure that they are clear on the program, and then we can move into the rest of the details.